Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is try to make me a steak. Turn this on and get this heated up. I got my little steak here getting room temperature. I already seasoned it. Might have seasoned it too much. This is a long steak, but it's thin. I'm gonna try to cook it medium. I don't have butter in the skillet since I realized butter was heavy cream. It's obvious, but yeah, it just dawned on me. Instead of me sitting here whipping the butter up from the cream, I'm lazy. I took the lazy way out and I just use cream now for butter. If most times, if it calls for butter, I just use cream. Bon appetit. Okay, next I'm gonna make some kidney beans. I put these in here and soaked them overnight, actually 2 days. I put seasoning in the water, paprika, a little Cajun spice, salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, seasoned the water, didn't find any rocks. Now we're going to rinse these off, add some filtered water. We're going to rinse these off. Okay, I need 2 hands. But we're going to rinse these off and add some filtered water and put them on high. Okay, I got my beans all drained, cleaned in the crock pot. And got it on high. Put some water. It's like up to here. And I'm just going to start with regular salt, regular pepper. About that much. Hopefully, I don't know. Pepper. And I'm going to use just a little bit of chili powder. All right. Now I'm gonna get my lettuce, my celery, bell pepper, and onion. Okay, I really could add this more towards the end, but I really don't care if it cooks down. I'm gonna go ahead and add it in here right now. You can add any kind of sausage you want. This is skinless beef sausage. Okay, now I'm gonna add some parsley and some bay leaves. This is my first time using bay leaves. I seen Crystal using it, so I was like, I'm gonna try that. I didn't think one little bay leaf could make a difference, but obviously people use it all the time. So let's just smash up this broccoli. I mean, garlic. Okay, some people use thyme and sage, and I don't have all that, so we're gonna go ahead with a little dried parsley. Yeah, that's good. And we're gonna put the garlic in. Okay. And we're gonna use, we're gonna use 3 bay leaves. Oh, what the hell? That's used for. I hope it's not too strong. I never used bay leaves before. It smells good already, and it ain't even cooking yet. It's on high though. All right, put the top on, and we're gonna come back 4 hours from now. Yay. Okay, next I'm gonna make some rice water to wash my hair with. Since I'm gonna eat rice, we don't want to waste the water. First, I'm gonna use about 4 cups of water to rinse this off just a little bit. Give it a little swish. Give it a little swish. Get the little excess dirt and debris off. I wish I had organic rice, but I don't. I just got the regular great value long grain rice. But yeah, pour that off. See all that starchy residue. Pour that off. Now I'm going to use 2 cups of filtered water. So that might be a little bit more than 2 cups. But 2 cups of filtered water. Get that little swisher. Now, we're going to let this sit for 2 hours. Let this sit up here for 2 hours and come back. Okay, I'm about to cook this fish in the air fryer. Put a little seafood grill rub on it with a little cornmeal. And then I'm going to get my rice water out. Okay, I went on ahead and drizzled a little olive oil on there. Yeah. Alright, it's been 2 hours. Let me see if I can pour this in here without making a mess and try to hold the camera. Alright. Yeah. I thought I would have more. I put 4 cups of water. That do not look like no 4 cups of water. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to drain the rest of this out of here and I'm going to let this sit for 2 days. This has to sit for 2 days before I put it on my hair. Okay, now that I done got my rice water, I can actually cook the rice and eat it. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna make is a bread pudding. I got bread that I have left sitting on the counter for like 2 days. Chopped it up, put it in here, set it aside. I wanted it to get stale and dry, so that's pretty dry. I got 2 room temperature eggs. 2 room temperature eggs ready to go. Wait, let me get the phone up. Okay, I got the 2 room temperature eggs. I'm going to beat up and I'm going to add a 3/4 cups of sugar. I'm going to add a 1.5 cups of milk. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream, a teaspoon of nutmeg, teaspoon of vanilla, teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay. Make sure the milk ain't sour. Basic. Okay. You put a cup of milk. Cup of milk. And heavy cream. Oh, that's almost empty. How much is it? Okay, that's good. half a cup of heavy cream. I'm substituting heavy cream for butter. And vanilla. Should I measure? Yeah, go ahead and measure. Teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. Cinnamon. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm gonna do like a quarter cup of nutmeg. Yeah, like a quarter cup of nutmeg. Mix that. Okay, some people just pour their mixture over the bread, but I'm going to pour my bread into the mixture. Pour my bread into the mixture. Right. And I'm going to preheat the oven to 350. Now I'm going to make sure that each piece of bread is soaked in the mixture. Okay, I'm going to let this sit in there until the oven preheats, which takes about 15 minutes. My oven is slow. It's going to take like 15 minutes to preheat. So we're just going to let this sit here. We're going to let this sit and clean up. All right, we'll be back. All right, the oven is preheated. And we're going to, this is our mixture. And put it right on in there. Get all that goodness out. Spread that out. And I'm going to check and make sure, but I think I'm going to bake this for 35 minutes. But I'm going to, when I smell it, I'm going to come back and check it. If it toothpick comes out clean, it's done. So we're going to set the timer here for 35 minutes and slide it in. Okay, the next thing we're going to make, I got some tomatoes here. 2 of them was about to get old, so I said, let me make this, go ahead and make this. So I got my tomatoes here all washed and cleaned. I'm going to add some some garlic. How much? You can add as much as you like. I like a lot, so I added a lot. See, garlic. And I'm also going to use the rest. I'm going to use the rest of this red onion. So we're gonna put that in there. Okay, I'm gonna put a little salt, and a little pepper. And a little parsley. And extra virgin olive oil. Called Vita. Mix this up. And put this in the air fryer. No basket, just the air fryer. Put that in there. Try to get it all in the middle. Try to get that on top of this onion. Alright, I'm going to put this in the air fryer on 400 for 20 minutes. Okay, I'm going to put this in the air fryer on 400 for 20 minutes. Okay, that was about maybe 15 minutes on 400. And I just got these bay leaves. And since I have them, this look a little burnt. But I'm going to mix this up with the bay leaves in it so they can okay. I'm gonna let this sit until it cool off a little bit. When it cool off a little bit, I'm gonna put it in this blender. But let me cover this leaf up so it can cover that leaf up so it can get hot. I gotta get the basil leaves out. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the blender. Okay, I took this out, but I put it back in for 15 more minutes. I put it back in for 15 more minutes. So now, comes out clean. This is done. I wanted to make sure it was done. Okay. And I took the bay leaves. I took the bay leaves out of the tomato mixture. Now I have the tomato mixture in here. Mine's a little burnt. But I'm going to go ahead and still mix it up on high. Okay. All right. Okay. I tasted it. It tastes a little burnt, but I added some salt to it. And I'm going to put it in this plastic container. And this is what I'm going to add to my spaghetti when I make it in about 2 days. So, all right, it's been 6 hours. I have not lifted this lid, not one time. Ooh-wee. All right. We're going to give this a quick stir. Ooh. We're gonna get them leaves out. I'll be back. Okay, I had to get in there. But there it is. Bon appetit. Yay. I hate wasting food, but I tasted this again and I'm so freaking merry. I tasted this again and it tastes burnt. So, dang. I'm gonna have to make this over again when I actually need it so I can have it fresh. And I'll make sure I don't leave it. I'll make sure I don't leave it in too long. But yeah. At least I know how to make it. I want to show you all how my bread pudding came out. I already tasted it a little bit, but I like this. And how it just pours across. I like it kind of dry, not really moist. But let me show you. Yay. That is delicious. And it's a little crunchy on the outside. That is delicious. Yeah,